Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Fatal Gaming here, aka Fatal Shots, here to bring you another incredible BrawlStars video. So, I'm going to be doing some duo showdowns with a good buddy of mine, Snoop. So our plan was to get as much power points and just troll the last team as long as possible, for as long as they would let us, or until they pretty much kill themselves, hopefully. If that didn't work, we would just settle for a clean slaughter. So diving right in now, you can see we're already worth 12 points. So I'm chasing the Primo and the Poco team until Snoop came up and decided to help me. So I decided to get a little bit aggressive and push them out. We wound up killing both of them and taking all the power points. And now we're worth 16, so we decided to troll them a little bit. We're now worth an incredible 17 power points, and not one of them have one. So we're just chasing him around, kind of toying with him a little bit until we decided to kill him off because we saw that the Gene was coming back, and we decided to end it right there. Moving on now, we see we have 3 boxes right at spawn, but this map is very famous for having double boxes, so I decided to push in the center to see how much of those I could get before I come back and meet up with my teammate. He actually winded up pushing back towards me, so I didn't have to go anywhere, which is perfect. And we're worth 6 power points, which is a solid start considering there's still 5 teams left, so I decided to go ahead and push that Gene and Tick team, but the Tick is trying to run away from me. I wind up killing him and securing the power points, making both me and Snoop worth a solid 8 power points. So at this point, we're just hanging out in the middle. I'm looking for the right opportunity to use my super. I saw the Tick came up, so I decided to pick him off, get an extra 2 more power points. Now, me and Snoop are using voice communication. Like I said, we are good friends, and it's the best way to play this game, allowing you to make the best strategies and to communicate accordingly with your teammates. At this point, we're both worth 15 power points, and the BB's only worth 3, so we decided to troll and toy around with her a little bit and keep them confined to their corner, and it was actually pretty comical until they decided to come out, so I easily one-shotted them. So diving right into this next game, we actually started out really well PowerPoint wise. We had 2 boxes right off the start, and then another one, and then another 2. So we started off with 5 power points, which is really good before even encountering anyone. So being that we were so powered up, I wind up getting a little big-headed and overextended and dying, but thankfully Snoop was able to hold it together and not die until I was able to come back and we were able to wreak some more havoc. So now that I'm back and I have 0 power points, I gotta take every advantage I can to get as powered up as possible. Thankfully it didn't take that long because we were able to kill the other team right next to us when we spawned in, and that gave us a good amount of power-ups. And then we killed the Spike, which gave us another 2. So we decided to toy around and troll with them. Like I said, the idea is to just kind of stand next to them or try to get them to kill themselves off. We were trying to just pick them off one by one, and what I mean by that is kill one, wait for him to respawn before killing the other teammate, and then repeat this process, letting us get as much power-ups as possible. It is actually really funny to see them try to fight back when you're so strong. So hopping right into this next game, I decided to go right for the middle, considering that there isn't really any boxes near me. I wind up getting both the boxes in the middle, but it really isn't that much considering we're only worth 3, and the number of boxes that spawn per game doesn't really change. So that means there's another team that's way more stacked than us. We wind up killing the Dynamite, making us worth 7 power points, so we're actually in a decent position at this point. Snoop winds up rolling in and killing the Piper, securing 1 more power point. He's being really aggressive, just being a straight savage, getting another 2 more power points. I decided to chase this Mortis because I don't like people that like to run and hide throughout the whole game. At this point, I'm worth 12 power points. Their BB's worth none. So I decided to toy around with her until she thought she was going to run away, so I sniped her with my bubble. So we're both worth 14 power points apiece with 2 teams left. It's pretty safe to say we have this in the bag. So I was going to kill the Tick, but I saw Snoop was having a little bit of trouble, so I decided to help him out. And now that there's only 1 team left, we're going to have some fun and troll them a little bit. You'll see us spin around and chase them around. We actually decided not to even kill him. I was just trying to stand next to them and see if they would run to the storm and kill themselves. And if Leon actually winds up doing it, and he's the only one that does it throughout the course of this entire video. So at this point, we know there's nothing they can do, so we decided to just let them kill themselves off. Diving right in, we actually started out with no boxes this time, so it was kind of a rough start, but I wound up pushing up and killing the Dynamite off rip, ultimately giving us 2 power points off the start, which isn't too bad, but it's definitely not great. So the whole point of this video is to slaughter or troll, or a good combination of the both of them. so I decided to chase the dynamite to where all the action was happening. But I wasn't really seeing anything until I came down here where there was already 2 teams fighting, actually 3 teams. So I decided to kill the dynamite real quick to get a little bit extra power-ups before I go into the battle. At this point we had both the Barleys on the run, and they weren't on a team. So I ended up popping both of them like piñatas, gaining 5 power-ups from the both of them. And at this point it was just 1 Tara left, so we decided to troll around a little bit. We decided to kill the Tara to gain the extra 2 power-ups, making us worth 11 power-ups, and we'll just kill the Barley when the Tara respawns to gain the extra one, but the Tara actually winded up stealing them, and this is actually one of the most troll things you can do, because by repeating this process it just pretty much assures them that they'll never win this game. Moving on now, we have 2 boxes right off the start and another one in the center. I go ahead and push the center box to take it out real quick, and then I act like I'm going to run out just to kind of trick out the Pam so I can come up behind her so I can kill her real fast and take her box. So at this point I'm feeling pretty good about myself because we're pretty powered up, so I decided to chase the tick, but his BB teammate winds up knocking me back, and my teammate's dead, so I decided to just fall back and see what I can do. So I'm pretty nervous because I'm 1 hit to the Piper, but I wind up sneaking away just long enough for my teammate to come back alive, and I also wind up sneaking away just long enough to come back to full health. But my teammate winds up dying again, but since I'm so stacked I decided to go ahead and push anyway. At this point I'm just looking for my best opportunity to take out the team that's worth the most power points so I can become worth even more, making me pretty much invincible. I was able to scoot out and kill that team, also killing the Frank from the other team. At this point we were just kind of trolling around until the Piper popped out and almost killed me, so I decided to fall back and try to heal up a little bit until I was able to pop out and pretty much one-hit her, gaining a lot more power-ups, and we decided to end it right here because we didn't want to chance it anymore. Moving on now, you'll notice Snoop switched to Brock, and we also had 2 boxes at the start. I decided to let Snoop go for those while I grabbed these other 4. So we're doing pretty well right now. We're worth 6 power points. I noticed Snoop is having a little bit of trouble with this team till I come and help him until I get sandwiched, and then they overextended, so I decided to come out and kill them, gaining another 5 power points, and then that person overextended, so I killed him, gaining another 2 power points, and then at this point I'm just slaughtering everybody. It's actually incredible. Being that we're worth 16 power points, we decided to troll them. And then the knitter respawned, so we decided to one-hit her real quick and chase this Daryl. We weren't going to kill him, but it was pretty funny watching him try to get away and try to deal as much damage to us as he could. We winded up winning that game with 18 power-ups. Diving into this last game, you'll notice Snoop switched one more time to El Primo. I decided to go straight to the middle because there was 4 boxes that was easily accessible for me. I was only able to get 2 of them, however, because I was pushed out of the middle. Being that Snoop died, I decided to just try to fall back, but there was people everywhere. I came really close to dying. I found an open corner and I ran away. Snoop came back, so I decided to push right back in. I was only able to kill the tick and secure 2 power points before being forced out of the middle again, unfortunately. Snoop, however, wasn't able to get out of there and wound up being killed, so I decided to hang out in the grass here for a little bit and wait for him to respawn. However, the tick knew I was here, so I was just trying to dodge around and try to get my deep shot on him. Here I'm just trying to kill this Tara, but she keeps getting direct hits on me with all 3 cards, so I'm taking mass amounts of damage, so I decided to fall back because I don't want to get picked off in 4th place and wind up losing trophies. But we do wind up securing 1st place. Well, that's it for me, guys. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also hit that little bell to stay up to date on all my future posts. You can also follow me on all socials to stay connected. I'll see you all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.